After months of waiting, we finally get to stay in our cheap Italian home and find out what the reality of owning one of these properties is really like.
The first order of the day before we start moving into our house is to go to our neighbour's olive grove to start helping them with the harvest.
I know, I never thought that we would be helping out to harvest olives in our lifetime, but it's happening.
Yeah, this is a sentence that I never thought would come out of my mouth.
I'm
As
excited.
a little country bumpkin boy from England, I have no right to be near any olives. I'm not going to pretend like I know what this entails. I know that they can only harvest once a year, and they basically do it for about 3 days, and they need to act fast when it's time to harvest. You only have a small window of time. They've been setting up these nets around for the last week, and I've just offered to give some of my physical labour, so they're just going to tell me what to do. And I'm sure there's been plenty of people in the comments that have said Alex hasn't worked a day in his life, so maybe this will shut up a couple of you for a couple of days and then you'll start again. So Luca and Sarah have a bunch of volunteers from all over the world who have come to help with the olive harvest. And basically this is how it works. You should take a big stick and, like a big piñata, you just smack the shit out of the tree, and then the olives fall onto the nets like this, and then they pull up, and then you have yourselves a bunch of olives. And like that, we're done, and I can't have any right to complain, as these guys were doing it yesterday and doing it longer than me today. But it is hard work, just smacking with a stick for hours on end, but it's super satisfying when you see the bag all fill up with olives. And they're now going to take it off to the olive mill to create virgin olive oil, I believe, and I'm gonna go home and rest. I had such a good time helping out, so the next day I went to go and help again, and this time the olives got their revenge. Guys, you're not gonna believe what's happened. The universe is a funny So, I'm supposed to be moving into the house this afternoon, but went to go and help Luca and Sarah with the last of the olive harvest. And so you're hitting the olives, as you saw in the previous segment, and one of the guys next to me hits an olive and it goes flying directly into this eyeball. And I'm currently packing up to drive a couple of hours now to Catania, where I'm going to have to go and see an eye specialist, because I've now got extremely blurry vision, and it's been a number of hours. It's very, very painful, and it is consistent with a detached retina, and one of the guys there has had a detached retina, and he kind of stressed the importance of needing to go and see a doctor right away. And if left untreated, if this is what it is, then I could permanently lose eyesight, or a part of my eyesight. It's not going to go away, and as a man I like to put things off, but I am suitably worried and scared. I would show you, but I'm not really ready to face it myself, because it's very bloodshot, and extremely dilated in one eye. It's very, very weird. But I feel like you gotta laugh. I don't remember in the last video I talked about how this is one of the good moments in life and there'll be harder times to come. So now is the time to enjoy the good moments because you don't know what's around the corner. And what is around the corner is a bloody loose olive going straight into my eyeball. What do you think about the situation?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's less than ideal, isn't it? But, you know, we've got to deal with it.
I couldn't bring myself to show them, but you've seen it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's not normal. It's certainly not normal. It's, yeah, you look f***ed, mate. So, hopefully we're going to go to the doctors and they'll be like, oh, it's fine, it just looks bad.
Yeah.
But, the important thing is just get there before everything closes and actually see somebody, a professional that knows what they're talking about. Yeah, so we should probably go and wake up the baby and go.
There are many moments in life where I appreciate having a partner in crime, and this is definitely one of those. As you know, like when you're on a plane and you have like turbulence and you see that they're all the staff members are just calm, like it's nothing. That's kind of what this is. So yeah, I'm looking for Emma to be calm, which she is, and in turn it's keeping me calm. I think it wouldn't take much for me to completely just to freak out and give in to the fear and the anxiety of the situation, but also at the same time it's nice that we live in a day and age where hopefully this can get fixed, or if it can't get fixed then this is my life now. I had the best chance of ever getting fixed compared to going back in the day where the butcher was the eye doctor as well. Well, we're here after 3 hours of driving and I'm about to go in, and it's this weird feeling where I don't know what's going to happen, but my eye really hurts, and it happened about 6-7 hours ago now and it hasn't subsided. If anything, it's got worse. So fingers crossed, next time I see you, pun intended, I'll have 2 eyes, no patch, and there was nothing to worry about, and I was just being a hypochondriac. Any last words?
Come back with 2 eyes, please.
Okay, see ya.
Today's video is sponsored by Taurus, the originators of the stand case. We have been using the Taurus O-Stand 360 spin case. Not only does it offer military grade protection, but it also doubles as a MagSafe stand and a phone grip. The 360 stand can be set up either horizontally or vertically. So whether you're capturing a hands-free moment on your travels, watching YouTube on the go, or video calling with family and friends back home, this case makes it so much easier. The magnets on the back are also super strong, which means that they can be stuck to any metal surface, such as a lamppost or the metal railings of your very own balcony, in order to get that perfect hands-free shot. We have also been using the Mini Mag power bank, which has been so useful whilst we've been on the road. It is ultra compact and light, weighing in at just 111 grams, and it is not bulky at all. So it means that you can actually be charging your phone whilst it's in your bag or in your pocket. So if you're looking for something that combines style, functionality, and protection, check out the Taurus O-Stand 360 spin case. Use our link in the description below and make sure to use our code for a special 10% discount.
Good news. Well, good news for me at least.
Good news for everyone.
So I am going to be able to see. So it's the next day, we've slept, but I had an internal hemorrhage in the eye, and the doctor said I was extremely lucky and millimeters away from hitting right in the iris. Which would have been a different story. So I still have blurry sight and my eye is still really painful, but I have the relief knowing that it is gonna be okay.
To be honest, I was just impressed that you didn't freak out. Because in that situation, I feel like it's very easy to indulge the freak out panic feelings.
Yeah.
It's not so easy to like remain zen and calm when something like your sight is at risk.
I think the first 30 minutes, 1 hour, like I was not calm, at least inside. Like the panic and fear was really setting in. But it came on so strong that I kind of had to make a choice if it was going to be just allow that to take over, but then no matter what happens, I can't change the outcome here, so I'm gonna have to accept whatever happens. So I even said to you, like, whatever happens, I'm just gonna accept. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just ready to lose my eye.
I know, you're actually really, really chill about it. I'm more chill, I think, than I would have been if I was in the situation where I was the one who got hit in the eye.
Yeah. Or maybe I was doing a reverse psychology with the universe. I'm like, okay, fine, I completely accept if I only have one eye. And it's like, fine, well, you're gonna have both eyes then. Well, fine, I'm gonna appreciate it.
As we're here in Catania, we thought we may as well make use of the shopping facilities here and actually go and get some furnishings for our house so that we can actually go and sleep in it.
Some people seem to overreact when I tell people I've never been to Ikea before in my life, and this is the first time.
What?
And usually that's met with a big strong what, and how have you never had their meatballs? and I'm always like, what do you mean you go to a furniture shop to eat meatballs, which is just a really weird concept to me.
It is.
But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it. It's insane, guys. Wow. How's that a thing?
I don't know.
What? That makes no sense. I'm not going to pretend like I am too good for Ikea. And as a homeowner now, I understand all the fuss. Today is move-in day for the beans.
Baby.
And we're going to try and have our first night in the house. We have to leave in 2 days' time, and we have to go and stay near the airport tomorrow night. So this is the only chance we're going to have to stay in it on this trip. And very, very excited. After our haul shopping yesterday, we have got quite the sleeping setup that we're excited to show you. But we just arrived back at our house this morning, and it's completely different to any other time we've seen it. And we have this low mist hanging out through the village.
I don't think we can move in.
We've admitted to ourselves that we can't move in without help.
No.
And I'm not someone that likes to ask people for help.
Basically, doing any kind of permanent furnishing of the house is near to impossible with Noah, unfortunately.
As you can see here, He's a little live wire, and he's going to find every little dangerous little spot for him, so we can't take our eyes off him.
No.
So I'm going to have to say, Mummy, I need help. That's my way of saying next time we're going to bring my mum out so she can help keep an eye on him, so we can go off, buy all the things we need to furnish it. As you see with the steps going up and down, we need, for the bigger items, we're going to need extra hands, and as strong as I am, I can't carry everything down the stairs.
So currently the only way we can get anything done is if one of us is looking after Noah and the other one is doing the thing. So it's going to take us at least twice as long, probably more like 4 times as long to do the same amount of work. So it just makes more sense to come back.
But that doesn't mean that we can't do anything, as we really want to stay in here tonight. So we've bought a lot of stuff to set up camp. Noah is about to go and nap, he's in there. So we're going to take this time to try and do a little bit of a clean, set up camp, and we've also bought a lot of stuff for Noah as well to try and keep him occupied.
I think we're going to stick to the upstairs for the time being, and we're going to clean the bedrooms and the entranceway room. This is going to sort of be acting as our makeshift kitchen until our real kitchen gets sorted out, because who knows how long that's going to take. So first things first, I think, is to just do a good old sweep of everything and clean down all of the floors so that Noah can safely be running around without being absolutely covered in God knows what.
Can we keep this lovely welcome mat?
That's what I have to say about that.
Get it back there, because I don't want to litter.
Should we put it in the bin?
What about this lovely lady over here?
I mean, as lovely as she is, we need to do some decorating, and we need to replaster and repaint the walls. So,
Are you sure?
Mother, we're going to have to take you down. And you too, mister, you've got to come with me. There is one bit of artwork that I'm assuming we're going to keep.
Well, that's not going anywhere.
You just can't find stuff like this in the shops.
That stays.
Camping kitchen setup for the time being. We figured it was the most practical because we would actually use all of this stuff for camping trips in the future anyway, rather than just buying cheap furniture that we would then end up throwing away.
Also, a lot of years of van life means that this is something that's not that alien to us.
Pretty familiar setup, yeah. His space, and we have our space. All that's missing is an Aperol spritz.
Or plates, utensils, gas for our cooker. We don't have any of those things. Some we forgot, some we couldn't get while we were in Catania. So we actually don't get to enjoy having a coffee in the morning or eating some nice food, but still, we're in.
This is nuts. This is probably the first time that it really, truly feels like this is becoming our new reality. We've kind of known it's coming, but actually sitting here and like putting things in, cleaning, makes it feel really real.
In the last video, we were pretty daunted by the prospect that we have to deal with, but now that we're starting to set up camp, it's just excitement. I could just feel like this is going to happen. We can sort of see how it's going to happen now as well. So just kind of starting small, setting up camp. There's something quite human about that, how they would have done that through the years, that they would have started with a small little settlement and built out. And that's exactly what we're doing. And we're even at the point now where we can make fun things for our son and fun things for us. Hello. What's this?
He's not even seen it.
Come on, look behind you. Beep beep. Do we have the owl flying? Whoa!
I just knocked down against the wall. I just accidentally tapped the corner.
Come here, buddy.
Over here, buddy. Hey, no.
Just tapped it.
Yeah, just tapped the corner and all crumbled off. A little bit worried. Let's go play over here, buddy.
How is that more interesting than your little house?
Oh, look, you can close the doors, look, buddy. Bye-bye.
This is the first time we've been to the house in an evening, and
Feels weird.
yeah, and I just remembered that the house, there's no light bulbs or nothing in the house.
It's completely bare.
So
We do have lanterns.
yeah, and we bought some candles,
And we have candles.
but we don't have a lighter.
Oh no, we forgot to buy a lighter. Of course we did.
Of course we did. I mean, I think tonight's going to be a massive learning curve.
Yeah.
And we just kind of got to get through it and take note of all of the little observations that we learn so that we can make it better next time. It looks a lot creepier at night.
Oh, that's cool light, isn't it? Wow.
Absolute jackpot. So when we left earlier, the electricity wasn't working throughout the house, and we didn't realise that there was light bulbs anywhere. But it turns out there is light in the house, so we don't have to just do lanterns all night. And now it's time for bed. And Emma and I are going to be sleeping on an air mattress tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun. We've actually bought one air mattress each, because if you've ever slept on an air mattress, you know, it's not that fun, and we're both wrigglers in the night. Not in that way. And so we thought by having one mattress each, it was going to be a lot more comfortable. The only place that I can plug in the pump is in the bathroom for some reason, something to do with Italian sockets. But here we are. So I'm going to be pumping up an air mattress in the bathroom. I genuinely think I would camp more if it was much easier to put a sleeping bag back in that little comically sized sack. It gives me anxiety, the thought of putting that back in. If it's hard to get out, it's going to be even harder to get in.
Tweet, 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 all the birds. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah? Yeah, there's lots of animals. Who's that? It's Daddy.
The bedroom is ready for you.
Yeah. I mean, that looks pretty comfy. Have you laid on it? Hey, bud, do you want to play in here?
No.
It's like a squatter's rights in here.
Yeah, it is. Like, rubble everywhere. Yeah.
There's our rubble.
Yeah, we meant to get a dustbin and brush and completely forgot about it. So now we just have a pile of stuff to get rid of. But the rest of the floor is clean.
This is
that
where
nice?
This is where we live. It feels like we live in a little drug den.
Minus the drugs.
But it's our drug den.
How are you feeling about being here tonight?
I love it.
I know, it feels like camping because it's completely empty and there's nothing in here.
And because we have sleeping bags and air mattress, we have
too.
camping gas.
We're also in a house.
I think what's nice is that I always remember my first night doing stuff. So like the first night we stayed in our camper van in the UK, and then our first night we stayed in our camper van in the US.
I know that there's going to be a future time where we look back on our first night in this house, and that's really exciting. So we're like in a memory right now.
And we're all going to be staying in the same bedroom tonight.
Yes. I'm pooped.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed. So we will see you guys in the morning. Good morning.
Good morning. First morning in our new home.
How did you sleep?
Terribly. How did
Me
you
too.
sleep? High five. The air mattresses on the stone floor was very loud. Every time I moved, it was like, and Noah was asleep right behind us. So I was terrified I was going to wake him up and then have to actually get out of my sleeping bag. So yeah, it wasn't ideal. He slept great though.
He's turned into a demon.
It was time to leave Sicily again, but this time as homeowners. Next time we come back, it will be with a plan to get it ready to move in properly. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow our journey, hit subscribe and make sure to like the video and check out the link for Taurus, and nothing left to say but beans out.